We reached the exciting part of this course, learning important strategies for writing proficiency and for optimizing your words. So what is lexical density? Before I talk about these, I have to explain a bit about words and their categories. In grammatical terms, words are categorized into two classes, content words and function words. The function words, also called closed class words or grammatical words, are the ones that do not necessarily have meanings on their own, but their meanings depend on their functions in the sentence. Say, for example, articles such as a and the, prepositions such as of and in, demonstratives such as this and that, modal verbs such as different forms of be, have, and do, and so on. They call them closed classes because there's a limited number of them in a language and we cannot make new ones. In the other class, we have the lexical words, also called the content words or open class words. These are the main words of a language that have standalone meanings, for example, nouns such as woman and grammar, adjectives such as tremendous and significant, adverbs such as extremely and coherently, and lexical verbs such as wrote and assumed. So far easy. Now the main points. The actual burden of making meaning in a language, let's say in a text, is on the shoulders of the lexical words, which have distinct meanings. So the lexical density of a text can be roughly explained as the density of these lexical words in that text. Let's see an example. Take these two sentences with the exact same meanings. Get access to the materials of this course for free versus get free access to the course materials. I think you have already started to see the point. By eliminating extra function words from a sentence, you can reduce the overall word count while keeping the meaning of the sentence intact. In this example, I just deleted the 3 function words of, this, and for, and rearranged the sentence to keep its meaning, and in the process, managed to reduce the number of words needed to convey the message. If you look at one of your writings, you can find numerous examples of sentences that are unnecessarily lengthy. Remember my warnings and suggestions in the previous lecture about word count. In a research article, you have limited space or word allowance permitted by any journal to convey your message. And very frequently, you find yourself in a situation where you have a lot to write about and you're afraid of losing sight of the number of words you are using. So you just learned a trick to reduce the word count of your article both while writing your text and editing your finished draft. But this is not all. You can make your text or sentence more lexically dense by another method as well, nominalization. Nominalization is the process of making a noun from a verb form, such as connection from the verb connect or decision from the verb decide. This process happens with the help of noun-making suffixes such as ion, ing, full, meant, able, and etc. A similar strategy can be achieved by making nouns from an adjective, such as making length from the adjective long or making abundance from abundant. But in this lecture, we focus on the verb-noun process. Nominalization can not only help the writers reduce the number of words used in a sentence, but it is also a feature of advanced academic writing. A lexically dense text is a specific feature of proficient academic writers and a more informative text. If you're interested in learning more about lexical density, you can check out my article on this topic. If you cannot access it for free, all you need to do is to just send me a request via ResearchGate, and as soon as I get notified, I'll send it to you. But this also comes with a warning. You should not overuse this strategy or your text will sound too difficult to read. You see, the main purpose of nominalization is to make more abstract words in a language so that writers can convey a wide variety of meanings, often in abstract forms. The texts which are lexically very dense, such as highly philosophical texts, are also very difficult to process for an average reader. So you can see that function words also have good functions in a text. They ease the flow of words and make the text easier to process for an average reader. So there is a time and place for making your text more lexically dense and a time and place to make it easy with the help of function words. I often recommend that you make the best use of these lexical density strategies in the abstract section of your article, where you usually have around 200 to 300 words to describe your whole research. This way, you can stuff in more informative words within this word limit. You can use this strategy also in the last paragraphs of the conclusion section of your manuscript to wrap up your arguments in a more condensed way. The places where you need to stay away from lexically dense sentences are the methods of analysis and the discussion of the results sections of your work. In these sections, you should aim at clarity, so write easy and simple sentences with the help of more function words. In other places, use these lexical density strategies sparingly, and if you need to shorten lengthy sentences and save up words. If you like this method, leave your comments. Now it's time that you take your manuscripts and go through it and use these strategies in the mentioned sections to either reduce the word count or ease up an important explanatory sentence.